Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. Thanks for joining me. New in is Givenchy's Gentleman's Society Ambrée. Let's give it a sniff and see what we're dealing with. Givenchy doing some impressive stuff at the moment. The last couple of releases, Reserve Privé, fantastic. Society Extreme, really enjoyed that one. So excited to finally get my hands on the new Society Ambrée. I'm hoping that it's as good as the last couple of releases. Pretty nice packaging. I know packaging isn't that important, but when it's good, it helps with the whole experience. We get a little sleeve on this one. I can't remember if the others came with a sleeve. That's quite a nice little touch. And as far as flimsy cardboard boxes go, it's quite a nice flimsy cardboard box. But what is even nicer is the bottle inside. I'm loving the presentation on these Givenchy bottles. I think it's just really classy with the logo. I quite like that there's no text on the front of the bottle. I think it just adds to the classiness. The notes they're giving us with this one are tobacco, vanilla, French narcissus, amber, leather, Peru balsam, and vetiver. Tobacco and leather, you say, Givenchy? You know how to impress a boy. I've just filmed a short unboxing, so I have sprayed it. I've given my initial first impression in that short, but I'm just gonna respray. And then what I'm gonna do is go away for a couple of days, give it some wearings in different situations, and then report back with the conclusion of this video. So this is part one. It is a really nice smell. This is a beautiful tobacco fragrance with that lipsticky iris which we get in the Gentleman's Society DNA, giving me Dior Homme Intense vibes a little bit. So we've got that nice robust, quite complex iris fragrance with a bit of powderiness, but with some added tobacco. And off this first smell, I wouldn't say that the leather is a really deep, robust leather. It's maybe there providing just a little bit of texture, a little bit of depth, but I wouldn't describe this as a leathery fragrance. I would describe it as a tobacco fragrance though. More tobacco than amber actually, and I think that they could have easily have called this Society Tobacco, because this is what this fragrance is to me off this first spray. It's a tobacco and iris fragrance. It's quite strong. I get the sense that this will be a fragrance that has good projection, good longevity, although time will tell. I'll come back at the end of this video and update you on the performance. But my hunch is that it's going to be good, and that's slightly based on the other Givenchy fragrances, Reserve Privé, Society Extreme. I got great projection, great longevity, so good performance off those fragrances. And I think this one is going to be the same. I have sprayed those other two Givenchy fragrances just to test them out. I've got Reserve Privé here, and obviously you get that nice booziness, and I've got Society Extreme here. They are all quite similar. You can tell they're flankers. They've got this sweet powdery iris DNA. With Reserve Privé, you've got that little bit of booze in there. With Extreme, you've got a bit of coffee, just a little hint of mint. And of course, with Ambrée, you've got the tobacco. And I think that's the difference between these fragrances. They're all quite similar, but you've got a boozy whiskey version, you've got a coffee version, and you've got a tobacco version. And I'm a very happy boy, because I generally love a bit of booze, I love coffee, and I also love tobacco. So these are three fragrances with three hero notes that are really right up my street. This is why I'm really impressed with what Givenchy are doing with these recent releases. That's going to do it for this first part of the video. Let me go away for a day or two, give this some full wearings, and then report back to you to finish off the video. So I'll see you in a couple of days. Welcome back to part two of this video. I've been wearing Society Ambrée now for a few days. I've been really enjoying it. If you liked Society Extreme, which I did a lot, then this is kind of along similar lines, but take out that coffee and put in the tobacco. For me, it's been very satisfying to wear. It is very wearable, very mass appealing, but never in a boring way. It still is interesting enough for me. I've already mentioned it reminded me of Society Extreme, which is what you'd expect. But at times when I was wearing this, I was reminded also of Stronger With You a little bit. Also a little bit the new version of Dior Homme 25, although I do think that is a little richer and stronger than this. Performance is good though. It seems to be projecting off me. I was getting wafts all through the day of wearing this. I'd probably say longevity is a good 8-9 hours. I didn't have any problems with the performance. Something I will say about the fragrance, or rather my expectations of the fragrance with it being called Ambrée, I thought it would be more ambery. I thought it'd be a deeper amber, that it would really lean into the amber, with that being part of the name. Also with notes like leather, tobacco, I thought it would generally be a slightly deeper, darker, more complex fragrance. Not that it's any worse for not being deeper and richer, I still think it's great for what it is, just my expectations based on the name of the fragrance and the notes. I know tobacco is in here, but it seems to be a take on a tobacco that is a little lighter, a little airier. It's really lovely, I really like it, but it's not a deep, dark tobacco, nor is the leather. This is not a dark, robust leather. If it's there at all, it's quite subtle. Interestingly, iris isn't one of the official listed notes that I could find, but I'm definitely picking up on the same sort of iris we get in the Givenchy line. Maybe at this point they just think everyone expects or knows that there's iris at the heart of this Givenchy Society DNA, so why bother listing it anymore? So because it isn't this deep, dark, complex version of Society, I think it makes it more wearable. It's a very versatile fragrance. I would have no problem wearing this all year round. I think it's bright and light enough to wear in warmer temperatures. I think there's enough going on in terms of the depth of the fragrance to make it wearable in colder temperatures. Very versatile, great performance, really nice smell, crowd pleasing, mass appealing, all very positive things, and that is how I feel about this fragrance overall. I'm very positive about it. It's nothing radically different. It's not a game changer. It's not a unique DNA of fragrance that is coming onto the market and I'm gonna surprise everybody by how different it smells. You will have smelled other things. Like I said, it reminded me of a few other fragrances as I was wearing it. Despite that, I really enjoyed it. There's not really much fault I can put on this fragrance. I think it's doing everything that it sets out to do, and you're gonna smell damn good wearing it. So it's another thumbs up for me for a Givenchy fragrance. I'm looking forward to what they do next. When a fragrance brand comes out with 2 or 3 good ones in a row, then yeah, I'm always wondering, are they on a good trajectory here? So what are Givenchy gonna come out with next? Let's hope it's another good one. I'd be interested to know your thoughts on this, so drop those down in the comments and let me know. If you found this video useful, if you liked it, if it helped you, then hit the like button because it really helps me if you do. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do all that, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.